Good morning, Pixie Posse, and we little pixels all. Thank you for joining me, your buddy Big Johnny G, here at Two Gun Pixie, your gateway to legendary gaming. Now, today's vlog, I want to go over Dungeons and Dragons in general, why I love it, what it means so much to me, and how it's such a powerful force. Now, there's another little thing I want to drop about me. I mentioned it before in an earlier video. I'm an adoptee. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about that, the journey, and where it ended me off. And then finally, talk about ending off, we're going to talk about where I ended off this day. Now, I'm not expecting to get a hell of a lot done today, because although you're watching this on Sunday, this is happening yesterday, Saturday, and that's D&D day. So it's going to be very busy here with me and the gang, but I'm still working towards my goal. I'm going to get things done. So just stick with me, everyone, and we're almost there. Dungeons and Dragons. So why Dungeons and Dragons? Of all games, of all hobbies, of all interests, why this? I can't tell you exactly, but I know that it fits something that nothing else fit into for me personally. Not being into sports or camping or hiking or fishing or hunting or cars even, there wasn't a lot of choices for me as a kid for things to get into. But when Dungeons and Dragons was introduced to me, that changed everything. And at first it was just an interest. It was just a hobby. But then later on, without even realizing it, things changed. It became therapeutic. It became a tool for me to help build some of my social skills with. It became something for me to help work out situations with in my own mind, emotionally and mentally. So Dungeons and Dragons has always been more than just a board game, more than just a tabletop experience. Now, you don't always have to go crazy with table builds and everything. It's just something I evolved into. But I truly think that this game can help open people up. It can help teach lessons more than just about any other board game or tabletop experience I've ever had. I really think that this is a good idea. I think it's a great idea, actually, to help use this to bring people to a better self, to a better sense of themselves, to a better acceptance, to be able to have communications at a table, to be able to have the ability to problem solve and think your way through a situation, because that's everything Dungeons and Dragons is. It's teamwork, it's communication, and it's solving problems. Every single day, every single situation that anyone can encounter in this game, that's what it falls into. The game just naturally just builds confidence if you give it the chance. It's one of the greatest experiences I've ever had. And hopefully I'm going to get the chance to share that on a professional level, because it really can bring a lot of good ideas. It can bring some good communication, and it can bring some great teamwork. All you have to do is be willing to participate. Those are my thoughts on Dungeons and Dragons. What are yours? Yeah, so as I've mentioned, I'm an adoptee. It's something I didn't know about, not until after my mom passed when I was 29 years old. It's a long story, but it was an accident, me being told. An elderly neighbor, she just didn't know at that point in my life I didn't know yet, or she forgot. But it was needed to be done. Now, I was raised my entire life as an only child. So to find out that I had, at the time, when I first found out, I thought I had 3 siblings. It turned out, though, I was 9 of 10. And no, it wasn't even farm family. But so I decided to do a test. I did the DNA route. I did a couple of different companies. I got the results from it. And within a couple of months, I found a relative. Who really wasn't on very often, so she didn't see my communications. And then I found on a different site, I found another relative, an aunt of mine, and she did contact me right away. Now, when I was growing up, I felt alone. I felt isolated because there wasn't anyone like me. So one of my main things when I found out I was an adoptee to go find my family was my siblings. I had a great mom and dad growing up. I had a great childhood with two parents who really wanted to be parents and weren't too bad at it. They made some mistakes, but who doesn't? They were really good people, and they gave me a very good life. As far as middle class to lower middle class can give, they gave everything. So I wasn't looking for new parents, I was looking for siblings. But anyway, I did find them. And mostly the family reached back out to me, and everything's been fine, everything's been good. I've been connecting with my sisters and one of my brothers very much. In fact, I have a little routine every morning. Three of my sisters I contact every morning. I say good morning, ask them how their day was yesterday. I give them an update of what's going on, how I am. And some days, if I'm late or things, there's been a couple of days where things have gotten so crazy and hectic, I didn't have a chance to write them right away. And they're like texting my wife, "Is John okay?" So it was a good ride, but ultimately, I didn't find another me. I didn't. I found a lot of good people that I'm glad I have in my life. But no, my brother Scott may be one of the closest, I guess, maybe, but no, there's no other me as far as I was looking for. But I'm glad I found the people I did. It really, it did a lot, not just for my heart and my soul, but also mentally to be able to understand who I am and where I came from. So as far as this journey here goes, I have two families that I have to live up to. I have two families that I got to be strong for, and I'm going to do something great. They're going to be able to look at me and go, "He's one of ours." And besides, this journey is fun as all hell anyway. I'm having a ball doing this. This quest, yeah. So what's been done? Where am I? What's going on? And what is right around the corner down that road? Well, I'm not behind schedule. I'm doing good because it was about a week ago. I said 10 to 12 days I'll be finished with my videos. Well, I got 3 videos left. So I'm right on time. I'm doing good with that schedule. I'm happy about that. Now, what I need to work on is I need to work on time for the website. I have to start that this week. I've been wanting to start that. I've been trying to start that. I did actually start that on my phone, on my Galaxy, because I do everything on my Galaxy. All the filming you're seeing, the editing, I use Power Director app, everything I do through my phone. It's all done that way. So I tried to make the Wix page, and I got a good start. It started me off with these questions. It was asking me what my goals are, what my intention. Well, not my intentions. It's not like I'm dating it, but it asked me a bunch of questions, and then it was like, okay, I see what you want to do. I'm ready to work with you. You have to get on your laptop, though. I can't do it on your phone. I have a shitty laptop. We did the best we could at the time. It was a 2-for-1 deal. And it helped us when we needed it. But honestly, my phone and my tablet are so much better with everything else, except this one thing, than my laptop. So I'm going to have to power up the laptop and try to work with it. So, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So, yeah, that's the next step. And when I have the video, now when I finish the videos, I have a few more to do. Because remember, every day is eating away at my video collection. That's why I'm usually doing at least 2 videos a day that I'm editing and uploading. So this way, I'm never backsliding. I'm still moving forward, even though it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back every day. That's still a step forward. Okay, so I have a few more videos to make. Besides the 3 that I've left, not a problem. Work on the website, not a problem. I'm going to have to find time to also work on the paperwork, since I now am at that point where in another week, I'm where I need to be. I got to start working on the Guinness paperwork. Let me start on the webpage next week, and the paperwork probably the week after that. I don't want to start the paperwork until I know I have all the videos I need, which again is right around the corner there, right there. All right, that's the update. That's what's going on. And thank you all for joining me on this journey. I hope you have a great day. and a better tomorrow.